Welcome to the Movie Preview Review Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Bartini. You know, any of the fans of this show by now know that for weeks I've been begging Hollywood to give us a movie that's not full of CGI, that's not in 3D, that's not the third sequel to some movie that kind of sucked in the first place. I wished for a movie for adults who are interested in story and characters. Well, Hollywood gave us The Lincoln Lawyer, so be careful what you wish for. Yeah, this week I'm going to review The Lincoln Lawyer after seeing only the movie's previews. Lincoln Lawyer, it's a crime drama. It's starring Matthew McConaughey, whose last 5 movies have been so awful that even Katherine Heigl looks down on him at this point. McConaughey plays a lawyer who works out of the backseat of his Lincoln. Wow, what a great concept. Hey, what's next? The Lincoln pot dealer? The Lincoln Avon lady? Yeah, that's right. Matthew McConaughey's co-star in this movie is a car. A car! To be fair, though, he has more chemistry with that Lincoln than he does with his usual co-star, Kate Hudson. So The Lincoln Lawyer is based on a best-selling novel by Michael Connelly, who's best known in literary circles as John Grisham's retarded little brother. For those of you studying for the SATs, Michael Connelly is the answer to this question. Blank is to John Grisham as the monkeys are to the Beatles. You might recognize Michael Connelly's name if I flashed it by your periphery as you race down a terminal to catch your plane. Okay, what the producers of this movie is hoping is that you loved Matthew McConaughey as a slick, smart attorney in the legal thriller A Time to Kill, and then you went in a coma for like 10 years. Yeah, in this movie, Matthew McConaughey does what he does best, pose for a movie poster. In fact, McConaughey is Hollywood's go-to guy if you're looking for someone to play a sleazy douchebag, and I'm sure that he's already fielding offers to play Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker. The movie also stars John Leguizamo, who's best known for his wildly popular one-man shows where he portrays 75 different characters, each one a unique and fully formed Puerto Rican stereotype. One thing this movie has a lot of is mustaches. William H. Macy has one, John Leguizamo has one, Marissa Tomei has one. In fact, the only person in the movie without a mustache is Matthew McConaughey, although I heard his beard stop by the set with his kids once or twice. Yeah, Marissa Tomei is in this as well, you heard that correct. Now, I'm not saying she's a lousy actress, but she is the only Oscar winner who has to take her tits out on every movie just to get work. Not that I'm complaining. The bad guy in this movie is played by Ryan Phillippe, who's best known as Reese Witherspoon's nanny. Yeah, you know your movie's in trouble when the bad guy has all the masculinity and menace as a box of Thin Mints. Now, when you give the biggest roles in a movie to a bunch of lightweights, that's one thing. But it's downright cruel to then give the smaller roles to some truly great actors and make us see what we're missing out on. I mean, this has a supporting cast of William H. Macy, who's awesome, Bryan Cranston, who's awesome, and Bob Gunton, who you might not know his name, but you recognize him. He was the obtuse warden in The Shawshank Redemption. These guys are great. It's almost worth going to a movie just to see them, but I think you're going to end up pissed off that they're only on the screen for a few minutes each. Now, there's not much to say for the director. This guy only directed one other feature. It was called The Take. It had debuted in 2007. Shot straight to video at the exact same time that we were all throwing out our VCRs. Well, I guess in the end, when it comes down to it, if you have to go to a movie this weekend, you might as well see The Lincoln Lawyer. And this is not an endorsement for this film as much as it is a condemnation of all the other crap that is out there. So check out The Lincoln Lawyer and let me know what you think. All right, now guys.